Hey everybody, this is my black ghost knife fish tank, and we never see my black ghost knife fish, but it's late at night. I've got the room all turned out except for this tank and the one next to me, just so I've got a little bit of light in here. I've thrown some shrimp pellets in the tank, and I've got some stuff on my mind that I want to talk about, so we're just going to sit here and have a look at this tank for a little while, and hopefully while I'm chatting away we'll get to see the black ghost knife fish come out fully. I seldom see it myself, but again, we're not going to really talk too much about the fish. We're just going to have a look at the pretty tank while I talk about my channel. So I've got some announcements to make, and I feel a little awkward about them, and I'll get to that in a little while. But because I feel a little awkward about it, I've been kind of not really sure how to bring this up and address it and so on and so forth. And finally I realized I should just do it the way I do everything else, which is just to be me and say what's on my mind and whatever else. You know, that's the only way I really know how to do it. It's the only way I'm comfortable with. And I think because of that, I actually have more of a genuine audience because it's more of a genuine me that's doing it. So rather than beat around the bush, I'm going to give a little bit of a backstory. A lot of you viewers have not been with me since the beginning, and I haven't really talked much about it in quite a while, but I've never made any kind of qualms about the fact that I'd love to make money with my YouTube channel. That's just always been a dream of mine. I mean, whose dream wouldn't it be? I'm shooting videos of my fish and enjoying my hobby, and if I can make some money doing that, that would just be absolutely fantastic. So I always used to think, wow, if I could get 10 or 20 bucks showing up, in my bank account each month, or that'd just be fantastic. Any money at all would be great. So over time, I finally got there. It took me almost 2 years before I actually started seeing a little bit of income trickling in. And this is all from those little ads you see at the bottom of my videos. Or the little, you can skip them after 5 seconds or whatever. Those little limited ads don't pay me very much per view, but that adds up. And that's where I begin. Well, I'm going to get ahead of myself if I start talking about that. So anyway, the money has begun trickling in, a little while ago, and it's been nice, and I've always had this extra few dollars every month. It's obviously a little more than $10 or $12 showing up in the bank each month. There we go. We're going to maybe get to see a little bit of him. So fast forward to last month, and two things happened that coincided that really got me thinking differently. One of those things, it's always interesting that whenever the room is darkened like this, my silver molly does that. I think it sees its reflection in the glass and acts that way, but it only does this when I've got the room darkened and this tank is still lit. So it's not freaking out. I just think it sees its own reflection and it's just challenging itself. So anyway, for those of you that follow along and watch my videos with any kind of regularity at all, you'll know I injured my back last month. And it really threw me for a loop. I couldn't walk for days, and even then, even now, I still am limited. I can function, I can get my job done, I can get my customers taken care of, but I'm not, anywhere back to right at all. I've got a long way to go before I'm feeling better. So while I was unable to work, the bills kept coming in, but my checks were not, and I was getting really stressed about what I was going to do because I was pretty much out of money. And then on the day some bills were meant to go automatically, deduct from my bank account, I checked and there was enough money in there to cover them. And I had to scratch my head and figure out where it came from, and I realized that it was a deposit from my YouTube account, from my AdSense, from those little 5-second ads. And the number of viewers I've got has jumped significantly in the recent months or so, and therefore this was significantly more money. It was a long way away from being able to call it earning a living, but it was enough that it covered those couple of bills that came due that day, and it really was, it made me sort of rethink, like, wow, okay, that is actually, almost seems like it could be something feasible. So in conjunction with the idea of, how easily I injured my back and how much that disrupted my work and my income and everything, I started thinking about this from a different point of view, where I kind of probably should start thinking about this a little more seriously. And I really think I could do this to the point where it was a significant amount of money coming in. And, I see some of these channels that have, 10,000 views in the first hour they've got a video out. If I could get 10,000 views in the first day I had a video out, I would be tickled pink. I could practically stop doing my, carrying my 40-pound backpack spray around on my back every day if I was getting 10,000 views a day on my videos. And I think that's feasible. I see other people out there that do it all the time. I mean, I see some people out there, and I'm not talking about like unboxing videos or video game type videos. I'm talking about fish channel videos, and I see people that get 10,000 views in their first 5 minutes. They've got a video out there. They've got, 200,000 views in their first day. I can't imagine I would ever get to a point like that. But, I can see me building up my viewership and getting a lot of views. So, as always, I'll ask everybody to always share my videos. Please comment, like, dislike, any kind of activity at all always helps me. And of course, sharing with your friends and sharing on your social media, because I'm terrible at social media. That's really my big downfall. I could probably be a lot more popular if I really got out there and worked the social media. I don't do Facebook at all, so if you've ever sent me a friend request or something, I've never even seen it. I don't even look at Facebook. I don't really do anything. I just post my videos, and I kind of rely on word of mouth and people sharing my videos, and I've slowly built my channel up. So now that I've gotten a little more serious, because I'm still working up to the announcements, believe it or not, I told you we were going to have a little chat here for a while. I've done two things that could actually boost my income, and the first thing is right here on my YouTube channel. For years, I have given away links to products I use and things I purchase from Amazon. A good example is the substrate we're looking at. I can't tell you how many times I've had people ask me about that substrate, and I have just sent them the link to Amazon to where I buy it, and it's because I'm just trying to hook them up and help them out, and it's great substrate. I love it. I use it myself. That's why it's in my tanks. And I've always done that just to help people out, and I've never gotten anything out of that. And it really kind of bothers me to give all this free advertising away and not get anything out of it. So what I've done is this new thing that Amazon is doing, where I've affiliated with Amazon, and while I'm not sponsored by anybody, so I'm not beholden to anybody, I'm not getting paid by anybody, but I do have links that I can put under my channel now. So if you go to Amazon and purchase some of those products that I use through the links on my channel, I actually get a little piece of that action now. So all that money doesn't just go straight to Amazon and to whatever, in this case, I will put a link below so you can look down there in the description and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see the little Amazon link. If you click on that, it takes you to Amazon. It'll take you to the page where I purchased this, and if you wanted it and purchased it, I would actually get a little piece of that. So that's one way that I can generate a little more income. And the part that makes me feel a little awkward, and this is the part that I've been dreading getting up to because it still just seems strange to me, but I've done it anyway. I've had so many people suggest and ask me to start a Patreon page that I've finally done it. I haven't launched it yet, but I'm going to probably this weekend. I think Saturday is going to be the launch day. And the reason I say I feel really awkward about that is it just really still just feels strange to me that people would be willing to donate, some of their hard-earned income and take the time to make a donation and just to listen to me talk and look at my videos or whatever, because to me this is still me. I'm some dude in my basement and I'm just shooting videos of my hobby. I'm not, some educated professional that's qualified to give instruction. I can see those kinds of people, getting paid to give lectures and speaking engagements and things like that. The idea that people would be willing to contribute to a Patreon channel just to get access to my videos still just seems a little odd to me, but I've had so many people suggest it. Now, I don't know if they're just suggesting it figuring other people would be patrons or if they were suggesting it because they wanted to become patrons. I don't know, but I know at least a few people have said they would become patrons if I started a Patreon page. So I've done it. I'm going to launch it this weekend. I'm not exactly sure how it works or what's going to happen when we get there and do it. For now, the only real benefit I can promise you is that you will get first crack at all my YouTube videos. For all my YouTube viewers, nothing at all is going to change. There will be a little bit of a time lag. Instead of me shooting these videos and releasing them that afternoon, which I don't always do anyway, it'll be 2 days later. So they'll go up on my Patreon page first. There'll be a day or two where they sit there, and then they'll get launched publicly, or they'll get released publicly on my YouTube channel, and then everybody will get to watch them anyway. Nothing on my YouTube channel is going to change. So the way I've always talked about products, and the way I've always talked about the different little minnow traps and stuff I use, my fishing rod and all that in my kayak videos, none of that's going to change. It's just now that there will be a link below, and if you click on that and buy it through that, I'd actually get a little something for that. I think if you actually go through that link and wind up buying something else, I might even get a little piece of that. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but if you feel like it and you're going to go shopping on Amazon, hit my channel up and go through one of my links and go to Amazon that way, and who knows, maybe I'll get a couple of dollars or pennies or however that works. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to find out. As far as the Patreon goes, again, I'll be launching it this weekend. I will shoot sort of an introductory welcome to my Patreon page sort of video, and that will be the only thing really exclusive to the Patreon channel just now. Again, it's just going to be sort of a preliminary look at my YouTube videos, and then as time goes on and I sort of figure out what's going on with the Patreon and see what my patrons want and who's there and what's going on, we can sort of let it sort of develop organically as we go from there. So look forward to that. Make sure you get subscribed if you want. If you don't, nothing's going to change. Just keep on enjoying my YouTube videos, and make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you want to help me out, free of charge, with no hassle or anything, just go ahead and share my videos. Make a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Any of that kind of stuff helps promote my channel. Again, remember, I'm absolutely bupkis when it comes to doing the social media stuff. I'm not really comfortable with it, as odd as that may sound. So feel free, please share all my videos as much as you can. Get as many people watching my videos, because that's where I'm really going to get my income from, is the sheer number of people enjoying my videos. And I'm not interested in a bunch of subs that don't care about my videos and just subbed because they subbed. I really do want people that are genuine, that like my videos, that enjoy my channel, and that interact with me and everybody else. I think I got a great community here and a great channel, and I love all my viewers. So make sure you look forward to that Patreon thing. It's going to come up probably Saturday night, but there will be more videos between now and then, and I'll discuss it a little more in depth as we go along. This is just going to be the big announcement video. So sorry we didn't get to see more of the Black Ghost Knifefish. Make sure you're subscribed, that way you won't miss anything I do have coming up, and I promise if I ever do get any video of this one in this tank, I will certainly post it. So thanks again for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed. I look forward to seeing you on my Patreon channel real soon.